Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to the DIY channel. So today we are going to be making another Zara cap. This one has an opening at the back. So these are the main materials that I use. It's my fabric and then my interfacing. So to prepare your interfacing first, the first thing that I did was to cut 2.5-inch strips of interfacing. I ended up cutting about 2 long strips of this, which I also cut down to 17.5 inches. So I had 4 17.5-inch strips of interfacing. And then I now went on to iron them. So for the first one, I'll put it shiny side facing up, and then I'll put another one too with the shiny sides facing each other, and then I'll iron. Then I'll now start to add others with the shiny side facing down and just adding the other two as we go along. So the result is a very thick strip of interfacing, which will give the Zara cap or hat the stability that it needs. So the first thing that I did was to cut out my fabric. I also folded my fabric to get the midpoint. I folded my interfacing in half and then I marked. Then I placed it on top of my fabric. I had to make sure that my interfacing was right in the middle of the fabric. And then I folded the fabric over the interfacing. I folded in about 1/2 inch, and then I put pins, making sure that I'm leaving a little bit of allowance so that when I go to sew, I will not sew over the interfacing. So then I now started to just basically shift or twist the interfacing while it's inside the fabric and just bring that seam that I sewed onto the middle. Then I ironed my fabric a little bit. Then I now went on to those edges, and then I would first mark about 3 inches. So what I'll do is I'll mark 3 inches from the bottom, and then I would fold in about 1 centimeter inside, fold again, and then iron.
Yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try.
This is where I'm going to attach the bands for the tying at the back. So I did this on both sides. Then I now and those are the measurements, and then I'll basically fold it in half. And then I marked about 2.5 inches on that end, and then I'll draw a straight line from that corner onto that other corner. So I'm basically just trying to taper down the bands and make them a little bit thinner at the top. Then I sewed on both edges. Then I went on to turn them inside out. After turning them inside out, I ironed them to make them nice and flat. Then I now went on to attach them onto the main part of the cap on that fabric, and then I went on to stitch them down. Also stitching the parts which I had folded over.
Life is happy, but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming.
So at this point I forgot to record while I was cutting the fabric. So what I basically did was to fold it in half, draw from that 3-point mark up to the right up to the corner, then I drew a curved line and then I cut that away. Then I took a needle and thread, then I started to stitch from the 3-point mark up until that other edge on top. And as I was doing this, I was just pulling my thread and gathering it to get like a gather effect until I got to the end. So at that point, this is what it looks like. It's already starting to look like the cap. And the only thing left now was to just add the decorations. So for the decoration, I made 2 bows, one red and one with the printed fabric. First thing that I would do is to fold the little fabric in half and then stitch on the side like that, making sure that I'm leaving a small gap, about 1-inch gap on the side, which we eventually use to turn the little bow inside out. After stitching, I now bring the seam in the middle, then I go on to sew the other 2 remaining open edges. I did this for both of my little fabrics.
Let's all take a roll. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah.
And at that point, I now went on to iron it, so you can definitely add some interfacing inside. Then I now took my needle and thread, and then I would go right in the middle and start to do a tucking stitch and just basically pull it into a nice little bow. Then I joined my bows together. Then I went on to the back of my bow, and then I added this little pin so that the bow can be removable. You can still sew your bows directly onto the back of your head. That's up to you. I wanted mine to be movable, so I put these little pins so that I can pin it and remove it anytime I want. And then to finish off, I just decided like the nice thing about this one is that it's adjustable. Like you can tie it, you can make it tighter or looser depending on what hairstyle you're wearing. It's completely up to you. I also have a video on how I made this top, you guys. I'm going to link it in the description. I'll also maybe put a link in the comments so that you guys can see it. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. I really appreciate you. Bye.